Hey guys, it's Christy. I am so excited to finally share the completion of this Butterfly mini album with you. Immediately following the walkthrough, we are going to dive into the decorating tutorial. And the only thing I did not include in that tutorial is the cover page. And the reason I didn't include it is because I didn't know what I was going to do. It actually took me a while to come up with it, and then once I came up with it, it took me a while to bring it all together. But I am super thrilled with the way that the cover looks, and I hope you love it as much as I do. So let's go ahead and dive in, take a look, discuss what I used, and discuss the processes. Okay. So again, I used the scrapbook.com nesting butterfly die to create the album. And as I said previously, my eyes were bigger than my die machine. And the largest butterfly die was too big for my Sizzix Big Shot. So I did tracing and then cutting out of the butterfly. It's not perfect, but it's handmade. It's a little, rough around the edges, but I just really love how it turned out. And then for the butterflies on the cover, I'll show you a little close up here. I popped them up on some solids. So all of these are from that same paper collection, Life in Bloom from Simple Stories. But I used Butterfly 2 die set from scrapbook.com. I think it's the second one. They have two. There's one that has some bigger layering butterflies, and then another one that has 6 different shaped butterflies. And so that's what I did, and I kind of have them coming out of the flowers and just scattered around the page. This Life is Beautiful is from the foam stickers of the Life in Bloom. Because let's be honest, life is beautiful. And given my current struggles, it is important to remind myself that life is beautiful. I am blessed. I have a beautiful family. I have a beautiful life, and I have to focus on that. The flowers that I have here are from Creating for Fun. And I thought they went perfect with the collection. They're my favorite colors. And it just really, to me, like, this brings me joy. And then I ravaged through my bead collection, and I think I did the spine like 20 times. And I could not decide what to do. And I went on Instagram for some inspiration, and I believe, I'm not even sure how to pronounce it, I think it's Bambi Deer on Instagram. I noticed that she had used paper beads for some of her albums, and so I jumped on YouTube and I was like, okay, well, let's see about making paper beads. Let's see how hard it is. Watching a couple videos, it was actually really pretty easy. If you watch a couple beginner videos, I'd be more than happy to do a tutorial on how to do them, but I'm not an expert. I love how they turned out. I used the Life in Bloom paper and just made them, and I think they're just so super cute. And obviously they go perfect with the collection. And then I have a couple beads and a tassel on here that were from AliExpress. And then these little flowers are from Paige Evans' newest collection, Blooming Wild, I think. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll have it linked down in the comments for you if you want to pick them up. They're really cute. But yeah, that's the cover. And I gotta, find a way to display it so I can see the cover all the time. So let's go to the first page. First page here, I've kind of dedicated to my husband and our girls. And so I have used pieces of ephemera, stickers, Again, this butterfly was from the cover sheet of the collection that shows you what papers are inside the pack. And I just lined up the die to show 2 different pieces of paper. And then the floral is actually a piece of, from the transfer sheets. And then I believe this is from the sticker pad. This was actually a cut apart that I just trimmed down. And then on all of my photos that aren't the big ones, I actually used a punch to do the corners. Okay. The second page is from my daughter. Again, we have pieces of ephemera on here. We have some stickers. Use the pretty little dots. They're super sparkly. And then down here, the beautiful and the butterfly, these are from the transfer sheets. And then and I didn't mention it over here, this is the 3x4 journaling card from scrapbook.com. And then this is the 6x4 journaling card from scrapbook.com. And they work perfect. I've used them in just my regular mini albums, but they worked perfect on the butterfly as well. So I'm excited to be able to use them in this aspect. Okay. The next one is my daughter Reed, sorry, the other one's Riley. And I did kind of a reverse image of what I did with Riley. And you'll see here we have the beads, or the dots. I did more butterfly with Wonderful this time, with the transfer sheet, and then some ephemera up here. And again, I use the 6x4 journaling cards from scrapbook.com. Okay. Here, Life Documented. This is ephemera. And this is the sticker book. More ephemera. I used a brad on here for the center of the heart, or for the center of the flower. And then this was just a blank sheet. I used Vicky Bouton's, I forget what it's called, the mixed media pad that she has. And I used a couple of ink colors from catherinepooler.com, and did some basically water techniques with it. And then I took some butterflies from the transfer sheet and put those on top of it. And I actually really love how it came together. I think it looks like it is just another sheet from the collection. Mm-hmm. Here's this one. This is a piece of the layered chipboard. And then a sticker saying, "Love this so much." This was another one I took from the cover sheet of the collection. This one is from the sticker sheet. And then these are from the transfer sheet. Says "This Moment." And we've got ephemera. And then this was another sheet of white that I just took pieces from the transfer sheets and put it on here to surround the photo. Here I've labeled up some little comments: special moments, life is beautiful, favorites, so many beautiful reasons to be happy. I have another 3x4 journaling card cut down into a butterfly. And then this is the other part of the banner that I did not use on this page. I cut it off right here. And so I just used the rest on the next page. And then our last page says, "Our Girls." I use this from the alphas on the sticker book. I actually wish they had thickers like American Crafts. I think it would have gone great here, but this works too. And then this is from the sticker sheet. Yeah. And then the last page says "Beautiful Memories." And then I'll just put in here, these pictures were taken in 2022, 2023. So I'll put that date in here once I get all of my journaling done. But that is the album. I hope you love it. And we will now jump into the decorating portion. Hey guys, it's Christy. We are back with the Butterfly Mini album. I've gone through and got everything set up to do the decorations. Let's go ahead and just dive in and see what we can get ourselves into. So this is the first page. Okay, so let's start with this. This right here is the transfers. And now the transfers come with a little popsicle stick. I'm just going to use my bone folder. And all you do is you press on it. And you just keep on pressing until it transfers. Okay. And it's pretty easy. If everything doesn't get transferred, it's easy to just kind of go back over it. And so what you do is you just lift off a little piece of it. And you see, like, I don't know if you can see this. The little piece right here didn't transfer, so I'm going to stick it back down and go over that piece. Okay, and when we pick it back up, we'll see that it's no longer there. And so it's transferred down to that page. And so we've got another one right here. And that's what you do. You just kind of go along. And if there's something you missed, you just lay it back down and go back over it with your bone folder or your popsicle stick or whatever it is that you're using to do the transfer. Okay, and there we go. So there she is. Okay, and then we will glue her down in a minute. Want to get some of this other stuff glued down first. Okay, so let's start with husband. I believe I had this kind of tucked under here. So we'll glue that in first. Okay. And then I'm just going to put glue over this whole thing. And then you'll notice off screen, I put a label on here. So you can see the label. Because it was so thin, it was a sticker. I did use a powder tool to get rid of it. To get rid of the stickiness, but I did want to stick it on there so I didn't lose it. So I'll just stick this on here. And we do have some overhang. We're going to have to come back and clean that up in a little bit, okay? So now, and you'll see, I learned this trick with the paper clips from Vicki Booten. She uses them in her mini albums class, where she uses it to just hold all of her papers together. And I found it was a good way to just kind of keep things where they needed to be on my mini album. And put my heart there because these three are my heart. And I'm not using a lot of glue on this. It doesn't need a whole bunch, but I am going to burnish it because this is from the cover sheet of the collection, and so the paper is pretty thin. So any sort of texture underneath it will show through. So if I don't rub out all of that glue, you're going to see little bumps and all that. So that page is, the side is done. Pretty simple. I actually really love the way the flower turned out there. I will do my journaling off screen. But we can see here, I'm not putting anything under the green butterfly. So we're going to go ahead and completely glue that one down. Okay. And you see our temporary glue didn't stay all that temporary, but that's okay. It was just long enough for us to hold it where it needed to be so we could do the decorations, right? So get that and just kind of down. And then this one, this is actually a little cut apart. And then I just cut it down to the size of my photo that I wanted. And then I used a little punch to create the corners. So let's glue this down. And glue this one down and just kind of stick it right there best you can. Tuck it under the journaling. Okay, that way we have the whole wing. And then this one, so this one was also a little sticker from the sticker book. I stuck it on here, but I did take away the tackiness. We'll glue this down to here. Okay. And then, okay, we put glue on the whole thing. I thought maybe it was going to run off the page, but it doesn't look like it will. So, tuck that under the butterfly. And flip this over so we can kind of burnish that on the back side. Okay, and then we will throw some glue down to completely tack on that journaling sheet. And then I'll come back in off screen and do my journaling once I take some photos. Okay, so that's the first page. Really, I love it. I think it's really cute. Next page. My stuff a little squirrely whirly over here. That's okay. There we go. Stick these together just as one of a kind, and there's just a little tag. So these is just ephemera that I'm piecing together. I'm not much of a layer. Sounds funny. I don't layer often because it just takes too long for me to decide what looks good and what doesn't. I'm super indecisive in crafting and life. And just about everything I do. So might as well just carry it through, right? Stick that down. Okay. And then we can go ahead and glue this big butterfly down. Again, we don't have to lay down a bunch of glue, just enough to get it stuck down so that it won't come up accidentally. Now I did do some layering here, you can see, and I didn't want to lose how it was stuck down. So it's actually stuck on with this little butterfly. So we're just going to kind of stick under here, do some glue action. Real technical with my gluing at the moment. Okay. And then turn this around and glue under here. Okay, so we have another transfer, but what we have here is we have a butterfly first, so we're going to do that. And so what I did on this one, I actually kept the backing on it. So you want to remove the backing, because once you remove the backing and it touches anything, it's going to be stuck there and you're going to lose part of your transfer. So if you keep the backing on there, and then when you're ready to stick it down, you can remove it. And again, I'll come in with my bone folder. And it's just like burnishing when you're trying to spread out your glue, but here you're just transferring an image. And you want to get as much as that in there as possible. And then again, slowly pick it up to make sure that you've not missed anything. Like I missed her little antenna right there. Okay. And, oh, see, missed a good part of the wing. But that's the great thing about these is it's really hard to mess it up if you go slow. Okay. Pretty. And so now I've got the word beautiful. And I'm just going to lay that right on top here. And then just right over that butterfly. Okay. I've got a paper clip messing with it, so we have to come back to this one in a little bit. I want to get this burnished down really well, but I've got a paper clip right here and I need to get this put down, and then once we get this put down we can come back and do this one. Okay. So then we've got this piece over here. And here, you know, last page I said I don't do layering, and I feel like this whole page is just layering. So don't mind me. Put a little glue there to stick that tag down. And so some of these are pieces of ephemera. This is the sticker sheet. This butterfly is the sticker sheet. Ephemera here, and like this is a little tag. I can probably come back and put some string under it. The transfer sheets, and I think this is the first time that Simple Stories has done the transfer sheets. And I wasn't going to get them, to be honest. I'm never going to use them. And then I saw Andrea like to use the transfer sheets on ribbon, and that's all I needed. I was done. So then when I put in my second order of this stuff, I think I ordered this like 2 or 3 times. But when I put in my next order, I made sure I picked up some more of these, and now I'm wishing I'd picked up 2, and I think they're sold out everywhere. So let's do this one now. And I wanted to make this page kind of similar to my other daughters. Not identical, but with the same concept. Okay. So you'll see some similarities between the 2 pages, but they are reversed. So do this. And again, we want to take the backing off before we put the butterfly down. And then we're going to slowly pick it up. And let me know, have you used these transfer sheets, or maybe transfer sheets from a different company? What do you think of them? Do you love them? Do you hate them? I was first introduced to them by Paige Evans, doing a mini album class with her. And then I thought they were really cute, but I was like, who's going to use these? And here I am using them on everything. They really are, I feel like they're a wonderful addition. As I rub down wonderful. They bring in the collection, but they really, like this journaling sheet makes the journaling page look like it actually came as part of the collection instead of just another piece of paper, right? At least I think so. So we're going to start taking that off. Nice and slow. Miss part of that R. Okay. Yay. Okay. Wonderful. So now let's go back to this beautiful. And now that that paper clip is out of the way, and we'll do the same thing, start taking it off. So I do have a little bit of the L here, but that is hanging off the edge, so we'll just leave that as it is. And miss some of the tea. Yay! I love it, guys. Okay, so let's get you glued down here. Do you talk to your paper? I feel like I talk to inanimate objects all the time because, of course, they're listening and they're gonna talk back eventually one day, right? We'll get this one glued down. Okay. Then so here is, this is from the 12 by 12 sticker page, and then we've got some ephemera here. Now just stuck together. And this was a lovely little moment. It was my daughter's newborn photos. And her sister was just so sweet while we took them. Let's get that flipped over here real quick. Okay. Put some glue down. Now, if you were to make this album, what would you use it for? You have kids of your own or grandkids, or maybe for your animals, or maybe even nature. I mean, here in San Antonio, the monarchs come through every year, but at the San Antonio Zoo, there's also a butterfly exhibit that's really cool. That would go great in here. Okay, so this is one where we had just the blank sheet, blank paper, blank wing, I guess. And I couldn't really decide what I wanted to do with it. And so what I did is I actually did some mixed media, and I used Catherine Pooler inks. And then I came through with a couple of butterflies from the transfer sheet. So I laid down the inks, and then I did the transfer sheet. I'm actually I love how it turned out. So that one will go here. And I think we're layering on top of the butterfly. So let's get the butterfly laid down first. Okay. And I did this on the Vicky Bouton mixed media paper. You hear that? It's super thick paper, so it's made to take any sort of mixed media, so water, paints, inks. Obviously, it's not going to take alcohol ink. The alcohol ink will go right through it because that's not what this paper is intended for. But it works great for wet mediums. Paint, she used them acrylic paint all the time on them. And then her own pastes. I did texture paste on it. I don't have that sheet here, but they're fun. It's fun to play with. Let's move that. And we'll get this medium-sized wing glued down since we're going to layer on top of it. And so that's part of the reason I didn't glue things down, because I didn't know if I was going to be layering on top or under. You really just don't know. So sometimes it's better to play it safe. And so we just did a tiny bit of glue until we were ready to say, yes or no to placements. So life documented, and of course this is just a piece of ephemera. Okay. And then my girls, these are also from her newborn photos. And it's so funny, these girls, they were almost identical at birth. When we had the 3D ultrasound, it looked like the exact same baby, 7 years apart, 6.5 years, whatever. And then Reed came out with a ton of hair and blue eyes. And Riley had, I mean, she had a little bit of hair, but she had brown eyes. And that really is, at newborn age, that was the only difference. And now that they're getting older, I'm, well, older. Reed's 10 months old. But if I compare it to a photo of her sister at 10 months old, they really are starting to look very different from each other. Okay. So this one is already glued down, but we're going to stick the butterfly underneath it. And this is another one from that cover sheet of the collection. I just love that it's got 2 different sheets on it. Line that up with the other butterfly there. There we go. Okay, and so what I did here is I just cut around my daughter. I stuck a butterfly back here, and then I used a brad as the center of a flower. As the center of the flower, I used a brad. So we'll put some glue down for that. And then I did another label here. And so let's put some more glue down on this photo. And, obviously if you make one like this, yours is going to look different. But if you make one, I'd love to see what you do with it. Maybe you use a different collection, and what photos you're using. Okay. This is another one from the newborn shoot. And then this was the day we came home from the hospital, I think. And Riley was she was so excited. And then I caught Reed smiling. It was just so sweet. And she was so excited to be a big sister. And I originally had these photos and they were just rectangles. But given the shape of the album, the rectangles were just too boxy, too squared, too harsh. So I definitely wanted to kind of cut that down so it wouldn't be so dramatic. And then we have this Love and Adore. It is a sticker, and I removed the tackiness just using powder. I think it's the EK Success little powder tool. Okay. All right. So next one, this is the layered chipboard. Okay, and just a picture of them at the beach. And that one's just going to hang off the edge there just a little bit. That's okay. We'll glue this down here. here. This was also from the sticker book. And I removed most of the tackiness from it, but it looks like it's still just a little sticky. The day this day was so funny. Riley got on her dad's shoulders, and then he was holding on to Reed, and they were all just laughing so hard. And then they put Reed on top of Riley's shoulders, and we all just laughed so hard. And she's such a funny baby. She laughs at everything, so she just had the best time. She got her little pacifier sticking out of her mouth. Okay. So this one, I went ahead and stuck down the transfer sheets here, so you can see them. But this is another one that was just a white butterfly. And so what I did, I actually just used the transfer sheets on it and went around and took different pieces from it and stuck it down. So you can see I didn't do anything under where the photo goes. So I wouldn't waste any of the transfer, but I'm excited with the way it turned out. I think it's really cute, works perfect. And I did this on just regular, like 65-pound cardstock. You know, for the transfer sheets, you don't really need a lot of weight. And then we'll glue this one down. This is from the sticker sheet, or the sticker sheet, not the sticker book, because this is thicker like cardstock. It just says this moment. So actually, put some glue on here, and then we're just going to layer this flower behind it like that. Okay. And then we'll put glue on the whole shebang and stick her down. So this photo is at a little pumpkin patch and at a church, and we actually took Riley there for her first Halloween, also for her first pumpkin patch. So it was neat being able to take Reed there and get her pictures taken. Now you see I just layered stickers here and then a piece of ephemera. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of come through a little piece by piece and just glue these down. They're from the sticker sheet, and so they are a little thicker, but I did take most of the stickiness away. And I love the little word phrases from the sticker books and the sticker sheets. I love being able to layer them like this or just used one. I think I did that on one of these. Oh, here I put bloom on here, and so I just used the word by itself, where here I'm actually using multiple of them and sticking them down. Okay, so here's another one. So I do have this layered on top of that middle photo. We'll stick this in there like that. Okay. And then we'll have to come back through and trim that up. Right? Oh, covering my daughter's face here. I got it too high. Let's move it down some. There we go. She looks so funny. She was shocked in like almost every Christmas picture we took. For whatever reason, the lights shocked her. She was about 6 months old. So this is from the sticker sheet. And then this banner piece is the rest of what was here. I just cut it off, and so it doesn't go to waste. Just used it on a different page. Okay, so then we'll come back and clean that one up. Actually, we should probably go ahead and clean it up because this one's going to go here. So let's do that. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my head out of here and see at the same time. And then got this little one right here to clean up. Okay. Let's come in with some scissors and clean that up a little bit better. All right, there we go. Well, you know, I think I want to put like a little label on there like I did with my husband. Let's go see what we can find real quick. Okay, I don't know what the sticker book is at the moment, so we're just going to use this, and we will use just a little word strip here. How about, let's see if perfection works. There we go, yep. Okay, let's throw some glue on here just for some extra adhesion. We'll stick that right on there. Okay. And then that way we don't see the edge of that photo either. Okay. Awesome. Then this one will go down here. I'd love to know how your kids reacted when you came home with a sibling for them. My daughter, obviously, she is in love with her sister. No question, looking at these photos, just how happy she is. I took these photos right here. I took these for Father's Day. And so they're both wearing Metallica. And she loves listening to her dad's music in the car when they go to school in the morning. Glue this down. And here's another little sticker from the sticker book that I stuck on here real quick. Favorite things. Stick that down right there. And then I took the alphas from the sticker book and just wrote "Our Girls" right here. And then on this back page, doing beautiful memories. Okay. Let's stick down the beautiful. And then I'm going to just write in here the date that I made the album. Or maybe do like 22, 23, something like that, to notate the years that are represented in the photos. And so that is pretty much it. We'll have to do something on the back of this sticker so it doesn't just look like a sticker. I may actually come in and try to cut that up. But let's trim some of these hang-offs up. real quick, and then we'll do a walkthrough of what we've got. And then I'll finish the album, the cover off screen, or maybe do like a little short of it or something once I figure out exactly what it is I want to do with it. So I don't want to cut into that perfection sticker right there, so let me glue that down better. And use my little scissors here. Okay. So, here she is. And I think what I may do with this, I may just come in, excuse that car, I may just come in with a paint pen and color that in. But yeah, let's take just a little walk through real quick, see what we think of her. Oh, missed a page. I'd love to hear what you think. And I'd love to see if you decide to make one. I'd love to see what you make. Really excited with the way this is turning out. Super fun. A couple of hours of work. And got this cute little butterfly mini album. So now one of the things I am thinking about doing for the cover is I've cut out a bunch of little butterflies. And I have these little flowers that I did a haul on. I'm thinking about just loading them up here on the bottom and then having the butterflies come up out of the flowers. But that will take some time to kind of lay everything down, and I don't really want to, that's not going to be fun for you guys to watch that. So I will post a photo on here once that's done, and we'll, take a look at it. But let me know what you think. Please, if you've not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up and leave a message in the comments. I would really appreciate it. And thanks for going through this tutorial with me. We'll see you next time. Bye.